Whether at home or in the classroom, children often reach a point where they become frustrated, fidgety, or simply zone out. That sound familiar? Brain breaks, also known as sensory breaks or movement breaks, are quick movement based activities that can transform these challenging moments, helping children reset, refocus, and return to tasks with renewed energy. As a parent and a child clinical psychologist, I've been amazed over the years at how brain breaks can so often successfully refocus a child or help them regulate themselves. So, in this article, I'll give you a practical guide to brain breaks, plus my free brain break spinner tool. What are brain breaks? Now, think of brain breaks as strategic pauses that help reset your child's mental energy. They're purposeful, brief activities that help children step away from concentrated mental effort and return refreshed and ready to learn. Unlike traditional breaks, where children might grab their phones or slump in front of the TV, brain breaks are active, engaging moments that last anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes. They might involve physical movement, mindful breathing, or quick creative activities that help shift your child's energy and attention. You can use brain breaks whenever you notice your child struggling to maintain focus, for example, on homework, becoming overwhelmed with new information, showing signs of physical restlessness, getting frustrated with a challenging task, needing a healthy transition from screen time, and many more. If you're a teacher, you can incorporate these breaks seamlessly into your lesson planning, helping to maintain classroom engagement and maintain and manage energy levels throughout the day. Let's look at the science behind brain breaks. Research from neuroscience and educational psychology shows that movement and learning are deeply interconnected. If you're interested in learning more, I suggest you read Eric Jensen's Teaching with the Brain in Mind. And I also highly recommend Dr. John Ratey's Spark, the Revolutionary New Science of Exercise and the Brain. When children engage in physical activity, even for just a few minutes, their brains experience increased blood flow and oxygen levels, leading to improved concentration and better information processing. This movement also helps their nervous system organize and process sensory information from their environment, naturally regulating their arousal levels to an optimal state for learning. This explains why children often struggle to maintain focus during long periods of sedentary activities. Their brains just simply aren't designed for sustained attention without breaks. Every child has unique sensory needs, and some need more of specific types of movement than others. Vestibular input, movement that stimulates our inner ear's balance system, for example, helps children regulate their attention and energy levels. This could be as simple as jumping, spinning, or swaying, movements that help the brain organize sensory information more effectively. In the modern school environment, where children spend increasing amounts of time seated, regular movement breaks are absolutely crucial. Teachers who incorporate mini movement breaks into their lesson plans report improved attention spans across their entire class. Similarly, parents who do regular brain breaks with their children at home often find that learning becomes more effective and enjoyable, and children's moods become more balanced because these breaks help children reset and refocus. So now, have a go at your interactive brain break spinner. Need an engaging way to choose your next movement break? Well, my free brain break spinner takes the guesswork out of selecting sensory break activities. It's a great option for both teachers managing a whole class and parents looking for fresh brain break ideas at home. And you can try it below. If you'd like your own copy of the Brain Break Spinner as a standalone page, you can sign up to my email list in the form inside this article to get immediate access to it, as well as regular tools, workbooks, articles, and tips delivered to your inbox. So, have you tried the Brain Break Spinner? Each spin of the colourful wheel gives you a different randomised sensory break activity. Most of the activities can be adapted to any space, and that makes them ideal for both the classroom environment and home use. So, how to use the spinner? You can introduce it either at home or in your classroom as a fun way for children to choose brain break activities. Use it during lessons or homework sessions to keep engagement going. Spin when you notice signs that your child or the children in your class need a movement break, like fidgetiness, drifting off, or frustration. Let children take turns spinning for the whole class or between siblings if you're using it at home. And keep the article or your standalone spinner bookmarked for quick access. Why brain breaks matter? Well, for parents, when you're supporting your child's learning at home, regular sensory breaks can help you break up study time into manageable chunks. Use them strategically. For example, younger children will need frequent brain breaks, perhaps every 15 minutes or so. Older children might need them as a reset between tasks. So you could say, let's do 3 maths questions and then we'll have a brain break. Brain breaks are particularly valuable during homework sessions, but they're not just for academic tasks. They're a great way to help your child transition between activities, regulate their energy levels, and manage sensory overload. For instance, if your child has been engaged in screen time, a quick movement break can help reset their nervous system before the next activity. If your child struggles with sensory processing, or you're noticing they're a sensory seeker, discussing regular brain break times with your child's teacher can help ensure consistency between home and school settings. Many children benefit from having similar sensory break activities in both environments. For teachers, built-in classroom movement activities aren't just nice to have, they are essential tools for effective learning, in my opinion. When you incorporate regular brain breaks into your lesson plans, you're supporting your entire class's ability to maintain focus and engagement. These mini movement breaks can be particularly helpful during transitions or between subjects that require intense concentration. Many teachers find that using brain breaks in the classroom helps support diverse sensory needs across the whole class, improve students' ability to process new information, create natural transition points between activities, give children appropriate outlets for physical energy, supports implementation of zones of regulation, and maintains engagement overall for longer during longer lessons. Whether you're teaching younger kids or older students, adapting these sensory break activities to suit your class's needs can make a remarkable difference in classroom management and learning outcomes. Just give it a try. So finally, signs your child needs a brain break. So here are some of the key signals that indicate your child might benefit from a movement break. Physical signs are fidgeting or squirming in their seats, slouching or lying on their desk, excessive movement like swinging their legs or tapping, changes in energy level, either becoming sluggish or overly active, looking around the room instead of at their work, chewing on pencils, clothing, or other objects. Behavioral changes you might see, so difficulty following simple instructions, increased mistakes in work that they usually manage well, taking longer than usual to complete tasks, becoming easily distracted, struggling to transition between activities, seeking additional sensory stimuli like humming or making noises, emotional indicators that your child needs the movement break, growing frustration with tasks, emotional outbursts or increased sensitivity, any signs of overwhelm or anxiety, resistant to continuing work, expressing boredom or tiredness, or becoming withdrawn. The key to successful brain breaks is to make them a natural part of your daily routine. So keep them brief, usually 1 to 3 minutes is perfect, and that provides enough time for physical activity and sensory integration without disrupting the flow of learning. Create a routine, so use these breaks proactively, plan them in rather than waiting for signs of overwhelm. And plan mini movement breaks between sedentary activities, long periods of sitting down. So also set your child up for success or your class up for success by explaining their purpose, creating clear start and end signals, and making sure that the space is safe for movement. Also keep it fun. Above all, remember that movement breaks should be enjoyable. So use my brain break spinner to add an element of randomness and excitement. Because when children view brain breaks as a positive part of their day, they're more likely to recognize and communicate their needs and their sensory needs independently.